I got a special one for you guys. We got a boiler, no heat. So another. Nice and light. So they said second floor, right there. Second floor. Huh. This one's disconnected. Oh, yeah, it's capped. We got this one here. This pipe is cold. This is cold too. This is supply coming out of the top, and that's my return. Okay, everything is cold. So, we do have. Let's check inside. See what we got. Fan center. I don't know when was the last time they did it. Oh, pilot is lit, so that's good. Pilot is lit. Guess he says not getting a call. There's a switching relay. Right, there you got your TT. TX, TT, TT. Yep, the TT right there. There's no call. This one's abandoned. This one's abandoned. This one has no call for anything. So we're gonna get out our meter and let's see. They do have the end switch here hooked up. It's a 4-wire Honeywell zone valve. This gets the call for heat. Opens that up. Closes the end switch here. Since part's TT, that turns on my boiler. So let's make sure we have power everywhere. So we'll start there. Let me get my meter out. Where are you? There you go. You know what? I'm gonna set up my light too. Just because. Set up the light. Right, there we go. Handy dandy meter. I'm gonna use knee pads. And my knee pads. Oh, sorry. Alright guys, so it's pretty dirty in here. I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. Okay. It's pretty bad. So, gonna clean it up a little bit. These cobwebs. Okay, so we got our meter right here. I'm gonna put it somewhere I can see it. Right. Nope, that's not gonna work. Okay, got our meter right there. We're gonna check for power. Make sure we do have power at TT. So TT 1 and 2, right? We do have power. So okay. So I don't think there's a call though. If we have power, it's like a switch. It's supposed to be, right? If there was a call, it'll be, you'll be reading 0 between the two if there was a call, right? Let's see, hold on. Gotta get ground. Yeah, so nothing is calling. So next we're gonna come up here. What we're gonna do is come up here because the call comes from the thermostat. It has to go through this motor here first. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna undo this, cut it, and make sure we're getting voltage to this motor. Okay, so we're gonna make sure that has voltage real quick, and it'll be between these two. I'm gonna be measuring these two, but on here. Okay, make sure we have that call for heat because we cannot get into the space right now for some reason. So we're gonna make sure this is getting power. I'll take it. You know? Okay. Alright, so your call for heat. Now that I bring you closer, we getting power from down there, right? From the transformer, right? Now it goes 24 goes to the thermostat all the way up, comes back on this white wire that attaches to one side of your motor, and then the other one is your common, and it attaches to the motor, correct? Now when there's a call for heat, you know, R and W touch, right? Letting power back down, and it has to go through the motor on these two yellows, right? So we gotta check if there's a call for heat. You're supposed to have 24 volts between the two yellows here, okay? So that's what we're gonna check right now. So stand by. We're gonna check between the two yellows for the motor, to power the motor, if there's voltage. Stand by. I gotta put this down somewhere so I can show you. Hold on. All right, guys, so now we're gonna check for, it's so dusty in here. We'll be checking for voltage between, right here, get it on volts, right? So we're gonna be checking between the two yellows, right? So that will power your motor for this to open. So we're going to check for 24, 28 volts, and we have nothing. I don't know if you can see that, right? We got nothing, right? We do have power going up, and I'll show you right now, right? We do have power, right? That's power going up. I really don't know if you can see that, but that's 28. Make sure I can just see that. That's power to the thermostat, and then coming out of the thermostat, we have nothing, right? I don't know how I did that earlier, but yeah. So this is not getting power. That's why this is not. Once this gets powered, right, and you have your end switch hooked up, it gets power. There's a little lever, this little switch in there that just kind of touches and lets power through the end switch to the burner. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, to make sure this runs, we're going to jump it out. We're gonna jump it out here and make sure this fully opens and closes my end switch and turns on my burners. So that'll be the next step, okay? Because I don't think I could get into the apartment and check out the thermostat. So that's somebody else's job, I think. I'm just here to find out why it's not working. And it might just be the thermostat, or it might just be that relay. But we're gonna jump it out right now. Make sure that opens, that closes, right? This opens, this closes, burner's on. All right, so stand by for that. All right, guys, so now what we're gonna do is jump it out, right? Eliminate the thermostat to make sure this guy runs. I want him to open up, right? And then close my end switch, which goes back, right? Goes back to TT on here, right? Turns on my circ and turns on my burner. So that's what I want to do. I want to eliminate that thermostat since there's nobody home and I cannot get into space. That's what I'm going to do right now, just to make sure everything's working. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take power, direct power from TT here, right? Instead of going up to the thermostat, we're just going to connect it right to our motor, which is these two yellow wires. I want to go more in depth on how these work on a later video, but for now, this is the real life field stuff. So we're going to take our red wire, right? Careful, because now this is live. And we're going to power the other side of that motor, just like so. right? You're gonna see this move, right? I don't know if you can see that. That's moving, right? You hear that? My end switch just closed. Letting power down. We're gonna turn on our burner. Hold on. And there he goes. Okay. So that works. So we bypassed that thermostat, right? We took it out of play. We went straight to the motor to make sure that works. Okay. So all we gotta do is let the landlord know what's up. He'll change it out or have us come back and change it later on today when these people are home, and that's how they get heat. Yep, so that's that. That's some beautiful flames right there, nice and blue. That's what we want to see. So that means that's working. And then if you want to make sure, you can touch your pipes. That's hot, and obviously that's hot. So everything's good. Yeah, that's pretty much what we found here today. Real quick, guys. Nice and blue flames. And I want to show you what happens when we undo this. I want to show you what happens. Look at our when we take this out. Look at our valve. It immediately closes. All right. So hot water shouldn't be going through there at this point. All right. So that's it. So that's all I'm here for. I really do appreciate you guys rocking and rolling. All the comments are awesome. I appreciate you guys for real. Thank you for subscribing. You guys are the best. You know, it's almost the end of the year. Hopefully we keep it going next year. And yeah. But other than that, thank you for rocking and rolling again. And yeah, like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. I'm out.